Good afternoon. We are team number 2 of group 134. We will be presenting our PIA, where we will talk about global warming. Our team is made up of Maximiliano, Kevin, Jaciel, Adrian, and Eileen. Below, we will have you a short introduction of what we will talk about. During this exhibition, we will be talking about global warming and its effects in such a way that we will give a definition of the topic. We will also talk about the industrial and daily action that causes this environmental problem, as well as mentions the current and future effects that this generate problem.
Hello, my name is Ciel, and I am going to talk to you about global warming. Global warming is caused by the absorption of solar energy by the Earth. When the Earth warms up, it releases heat into the atmosphere in the form of infrared rays. However, part of this heat is returned to the Earth's surface, and the consequence is of overheating over. Also, the greenhouse effect is a natural and necessary phenomenon for the Earth. Why is there talk of climate change as a consequence of this greenhouse effect? This is explained by taking that there has been a gradual and exorbitant increases in this rise in temperature in the atmosphere and oceans. Human activity, for its part, has been responsible for emitting a great amount of gases into the atmosphere, causing a great increase in temperature and, as consequence, generating global warming.
Hello, my name is Eileen Carolina, and I will present the actions in industry that cause global warming and its effects. The use of fertilizers, pesticides, and other chemicals by industrial sectors such as agriculture and livestock also affect the earth, causing the acceleration of global warming. And all of these chemicals contain a high level of nitrogen dioxide, which is more damaging than carbon dioxide. This means that industries have a lot to do with warming and pollution, and that is also why the acceleration of global warming is frequent.
Well, I talk about everyday actions that cause global warming. That starting with in February 2007, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change published a report concluding that climate change was very likely to be caused by humans. And are things that humans must do and causes climate change, starting with planes, trains, and automobiles. This is because burning fossil fuels produce carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide. The problem with this is that it's since more than a century. Another is keeping the lights and the Netflix on. Fossil fuels are power our homes, keeping the lights on and our rooms warm. This was the second most popular reasons for energy consumption after transport. And another, the last one, is chain of wealth. This is especially intensified with the advent of blockchain technology. Bitcoin, the most popular cryptocurrency, traded via blockchain, consumes more energy in a year than the country of Finland. And that's all. Thanks.
Effects and consequences of global warming. All the actions that have been presented before cause an augment in global warming. Nowadays, there's some scientific evidence of the consequences of this warming and what they can provoke. Next, I will show you some of these consequences. First of all, we have the evident increase of the global temperature. To this day, this is by 0.6 Celsius. Then, we also have the appearance of extreme meteorological phenomena, such as drought, torrential rains, or heat waves. This heat also contributes to the melting of the polar ice caps, mainly in the Arctic zones. And we finally have the loss of species of flora and fauna. This is produced because the species cannot adapt to these climatic changes, or also because the destruction of its natural habitats. Conclusion and how we can start to solve it. Finally, we only have to add some actions that we can do to help a little bit to prevent this global warming to keep increasing. First of all, we almost have the education and knowledge of being respectful to the nature. Then we also got to moderate the use of vehicles that produce a lot of CO2 and starting to recycle more often to in this way consume and produce less. To conclude, we only can say that this is such a several problem and we must have the conscience to every one of us do our part and help to reduce the situation. Thank you very much.